Hey guys! So today I'm here with Carolyn again, and we have a funny little video for today. We are going to tell you the times that we've shat ourselves.
Sadly, yes. But I think everyone's experienced it at some point in their
everyone
lives.
poops, yes.
Everyone, even the president probably.
He really does.
I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's probably a short story, and it's not too tragic, but it's kind of funny. I don't know if it was after I ate. I was cleaning the living room of my mom's house, and I bent down to clean the end table, and I did a little fart. No big deal, you know.
You trusted it, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. I trusted my fart.
Girl, never trust a fart.
Obviously not, because when I went up, and I think I just peed, and then I wiped my butt when I peed too.
We're getting a little graphic here.
Like any woman. And there was poop with a piece of corn in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's what I called popcorn. When you fart and you poop in a piece of corn, isn't it? So that's my my pants story.
Had you eaten corn that day or a day before? Or was it one of those things, when was the last time that I ate corn?
You know, I can't remember. I don't know. It might have been that night, but it might have been like the day before. Like, when did I eat corn?
Right.
So that's why it's such a surprise.
I know. That's happened to me quite a few times. I remember this one time, I had some corn down there, and I was like, I haven't eaten corn in months.
Months?
Months, girl.
Wow, I know it's hard to digest, but months?
I know.
Wow.
I actually have a couple stories. This one time in college, I was in one of my classes, and I wasn't feeling good at all. I remember the teacher was trying to make the class a little bit short, and he was prepping us for our finals, and so he was just going, reviewing the material that was going to be over it, and I was like, okay, this will be said and dry, and it will be done. I remember I was like, oh Lord, oh Jesus, I'm gonna shit myself.
Oh God.
So I'm sitting at my desk, rocking back and forth, like, oh my God, I can't concentrate. I'm just clenching, and I'm sweating, and I'm like, oh, is he done yet? So he's finally like, oh, but one more thing. And this is when I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I just want to go to the bathroom. And so he's finally done. He lets us go like 5 minutes later, and I'm like, oh God, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. The bathroom was all the way on the other side of the building, down the hall. Oh my God, I barely made it. So I go into the restroom. I sit down, and somebody comes in.
Oh, no.
Girl, you know how you go in a public, you cannot, you just
And then
can't.
you have to try to hold it in.
You do.
And you're like, and they're clenching your cheeks, and
right?
like, it's like pulsating the
It
anus
is,
or
and
something.
you're like sitting there, and you're like, oh my God, I can't.
You're praying,
I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, let's let this
Yeah.
person leave. So whoever it was, they left the bathroom, and I just started exploding, girl. I was just like, girl, it was like Niagara Falls.
Oh, God.
Mixed with the Mexican gas chamber.
Oh, shit.
So then I'm starting to go, and then somebody else comes in. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, just. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this.
And just let it
I
fly.
let it go. I was just like, the dam has broken, and everything's just going. And this guy that was in there started laughing. And I'm trying not to die while I'm going to the restroom. And he just books it out. It was one of the funniest things ever. And then this other time, I actually was recovering from the flu, and they put me on penicillin, and I had never, ever been on penicillin before. The next morning, I'm like, oh, I feel kind of good. I'm trying to rush to get ready to go to class. I just got out of the shower, I put my underwear on, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, oh my God, I just shat myself. So I took my underwear off, I threw them away, I had to jump in the shower again.
Oh,
okay, so I get ready. I go to class, or go to the university, and I start walking to class, and I'm like, oh my god, did I shit myself again? Mind you, it's springtime, and they were laying down mulch, so I had no idea if it was me or if it was the mulch. I go to class, and I'm talking with a girlfriend of mine, and I'm like, girl, do I smell like shit? And she was like, no, you're good, girl. And
oh no.
I was dying. So after class, I'm still going outside, I'm smelling crap everywhere. I'm just not feeling secure. So I go to my lesbian's house, and I'm like, girl, let me tell you what just happened. So I was like, do I smell like shit? And I'm like sobbing, and she's like, no, you're fine, Kenny. And so those are my little poo stories.
I do have another one that I thought of.
Do you?
And you'll remember this. I think it was on the bus trip in high school.
That one time at band camp?
Yeah, it was our band trip this one time at band camp.
It was.
I don't know what I ate. If we stopped at McDonald's or something.
We probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, my mom came on that trip, and she was sitting next to me.
Oh my god, I remember that.
You were in the seat in front of me.
Yeah, I was.
And I was gripping the seat going, oh my god, Jesus help me, our Father who art in heaven, praying.
Girl, you pulled out the rosary.
Oh, I did. I had the holy water. I was like, Lord Jesus, please help me, please. And my mom was like, do you want me to tell them to stop? And I'm like, no, please, whatever you do, don't. And there was no way I was taking a shit on that little
bus.
Yeah,
everybody can hear you.
Yeah, and probably smell it.
We would have died.
And yeah, so
Right.
Eventually Jesus answered my prayers, and it subsided.
Right.
Until we got wherever. So,
Right.
I mean, that was awful. Horrible. I didn't poop my pants, thank God.
Thank God.
I came close.
You did. So, if you guys like the video, tell us some of your stories. We'd love to hear.
Everybody poops.
Everyone does poop, and we would love to hear your stories
Yes.
about it. So, leave a comment down below, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we love you guys. Peace out. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.